Hey, you said it, not me.
I'm gonna turn the voices
The
up
others are
after
waiting
this.
for you. You're supposed to be helping with the festival.
With what? Putting up 3 tables? They'll manage.
You underestimate Lumiere's enthusiasm for the expedition. There's at least 5 tables.
Marvelous.
He does look like Robin
Try
Pattinson,
with
doesn't
your
he?
other arm instead. If you could hit the Paintress directly, that would actually be useful.
You know, hobbies don't always have to be useful.
Okay, he's got a mechanical
Enjoying
arm.
the uselessness of today and readying my usefulness for tomorrow. And soon, we'll get to do a lot more than throw rocks.
That's what all the other expeditions said.
Hey, you know they gave their lives to lay the trail for us, right?
Yeah, I know. Sorry.
Yeah.
You still got a flower to give, no?
Yes. Just... I'm not sure how to start. After 4 years apart, what do I say to her on the day of her gamache?
You're asking me. I don't know. Sun's about to set, so be direct. Hey, Soph, been a while. Could we...
Prologue, La Lumière. Mozi, merci beaucoup for the 11 months of sub to Sebbywebz TV. Appreciate that. Wow. Alright, we're here. I'm gonna change the, we gotta adjust the volume, because I think that language sounded really quiet. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna bump that there. We're gonna keep it on 100%. Put that there. I think everything else can go down there. Yeah. So we're gonna give that an extra... Gonna give that an extra 20% at 100% there, and this should be alright. This should be okay. This is usually the best settings for, like, any game, so... How's that sound to you? How's the atmospheric music sound? Blue Barrick, welcome in. Reza Born, welcome in. Sorry, the mouse is doing its thing as well. Oh yeah, that is Shadowheart, by the way. So, Shankly, welcome in. Reminds you of Jack Skellington. How's the game so far? I just started. How's the balance now? I want to have a look at all this. Hang on. Let's have a look at you. I wonder what this looks like with motion blur on. Let's find out. Let's look at this in Japanese mode. Oh, I mean, you know what? It's not as bad as FF16. Like, FF16, it looked like he had, like, he had literally trails of, like, paint coming off him when you rotated the camera. That's insane, man. That means these guys are better devs than Square. They do motion blur better than Square does. That's fucking insane, man. Let's remove that and do a little comparison. Honestly, it actually looks okay either way. I don't know. It didn't look worse, or like too much worse with motion blur on, which is crazy. That's actually insane. So, all right, not fucking about. Nothing's as bad as 16. Oh, mate. Mike, apparently I am Robert Pattinson. Bang, I'm very fucking hype. Also, guys, chuck a follow to my man, Bang TDS. He's a bloody legend who recommended me these amazing dating games. So, Hituri, this is made by 30 devs as well. Absolute insanity. Yeah, no, welcome to the stream, by the way. It really shows that you don't need the biggest team with all the money to make the best game. In fact, that has not really been the formula for a long time. Angel, good night. Take care of yourself. A flower for Sophie. Shall I take it? Yes. Look at this world, man. We just have floating rocks for some reason, but why not? We're in expressionist France. Oh, and they're all radiating out of where the Paintress is. Okay. Cool architecture, design. And you know what's kind of nice? It's a fantasy, but it's not like a... sort of like a British or a Japanese sort of fantasy. A lot of Japanese fantasy is sort of like... takes a lot of influence from European stuff. This is very heavily French. This doesn't look like an American or a Japanese game. I like that. That's sick. Yeah. The lighthouse looks flaccid. Oh, we're not going to talk about that. French fantasy. Robin Pattinson and Charlie Cox are roommates at some point as well, which is kind of funny. I didn't know that. That's hilarious. Okay, alright. It's the floating continent from Chrono Trigger? Yeah. Tyrion Lannister and Robin Pattinson? Something like that, yeah. Alright, enough fucking about. Enough fucking about. Let's continue exploring. So I've got a robot arm. Also, look at these clothes, man. Yeah, this really has its own identity. Sereneros went, welcome in. Guys, chuck Seren a follow as well. She's a lovely lady. Characters are speaking French. They curse in French. Let's talk with her and see how the volume is now, alright? Let's see if the volume's a bit louder. Just beautiful.
All right, let's go. I'll accompany you there. Are you ready to see her again?
Does that seem a bit loud?
Been ready.
Or is that actually fine? Much better, yeah. Oh, I can jump? It's fine? Okay, good. How about the music? Do you think the music needs to be loud? It's a little loud, but fine. Okay. Now, yes, I know there's invisible walls, but you know what? It's fine. You know what's fine? Because the game's actually good. So far. Alright. Beautiful. You know what would make this even better? Is if it was like a console exclusive. If this is a PS5 exclusive for a year straight, and you just had to avoid YouTube for a year straight not to get spoiled, I think that would really persuade people to get a PS5. It would make this so much better. Think of all the PS5s you'd sell from this. It just prints money. Okay. Apothecary, I'm doing 3 streams a week now. Let's see, what is this? Hola, c'est vous. Hola, besoin de vous. Les expéditions 56. Fuck. Elle vous regarde la Paintress. L'histoire de Charognard. Expedition 56, mate. Imagine how just, oh. So these people would be very black-pilled at this point. That it goes down 1 year, and they just fail every year for like 20 years straight. Comte de la Siron. Do I speak French? I learned French at school for 8 years. And while I don't speak it, I can read it. Well, I mean, I can't understand it, but I can read it with the accent, so. L'expédition. Et vous regardez la Paintress, la canon de Clair. Okay. Alright. I think we've read everything we can see there. This is a very beautiful world, man. This is so sick. Going from 56 to 33, yeah, these people would just be crushed. I like that it's all written in French as well, and they haven't changed it to English. That's pretty cool. Of course, we have fine wine, fragile, la whiskey. What do we have? L'opera. Explore some more of this. Yeah, I know, the timer clocked down. Oh, Jordash, every year the Paintress sings like 1 less number than it was before. And every year she does that, everyone that age and over dies. Just gets Thanos snapped out of existence. Matrix, thank you for the 100 bits. You just got it today? Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Alright, let's keep going. So that 34, that's probably going to tick down to 33 at some point, and everyone over that age is going to die. Interesting idea. I've never really seen a concept like that before. And it's a weird narrative excuse for every single person in the game to actually be young. And I don't mean that as an ageist thing, I mean it's just like an interesting observation. It's an interesting way to achieve this weird demographic. A very, I don't know, unique makeup of characters for the game. Ooh la la! There's the fireworks going on in the theater! Alright, let's continue. They're not all young. The main characters are 32. But you know what I mean, like no one's gonna be like 50 or 60 in this. Sorry, I'm just like appreciating all this. I just want to see it all. 32 isn't young. On the internet, everyone over 30 is a boomer, so that's just kind of how it's seen. But you know, like, you're still young at like 40. Let's be real. And if you don't think that, imagine yourself when you're 60. You'll be like, fuck, I wish I was 40 again. How the fuck did I ever think I was old? Oh, okay. So we got these blue stones that are kind of built into the landscape as well. Okay. Javens, don't give me that face. Welcome in. Would they go extinct if the countdown hits 0? They'd go extinct if the countdown hits, like, 16 or less. I highly doubt a bunch of 10-year-olds are going to be able to venture out in the world and beat this thing.
Shortcuts. Nice, huh? Don't tell your sister, though. I sort of borrowed the hooks from the Expedition Academy. Wish I had them when I was working as a courier.
Imagine if the sequel is just like Expedition 10. You're just like 10 years old, just getting bashed by huge monsters. You can only hear Shadowheart. Do you think I can bump the voice down just a little bit lower? I think I'm gonna do that. It does seem quite loud. Let's get it to 90. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Lord of the Flies? Yeah, exactly. Interesting, so there's like some anti-gravity field going on here. That's keeping these rocks in the air, these buildings like crushed on their sides. Okay, but floating. Oh! Ah, that's cool. Can I go back? Okay, that's very fun. I'm wondering if this is a form of loading screen. And if it is, that's pretty cool. Because yeah, surely you can load this much of an area that quickly. Depending on your graphics settings. Or it's just like a really cool mechanic of just moving around. Okay. You instantly recognized it? Oh yeah, you can pick Shadowheart in 1 second. Yeah. An accordion? It's like the funniest instrument. People enjoy the cafes? Just 1 second, I gotta cough. Sorry. 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 Is there a game before this? No. No, this is the first of its kind. Beautiful graphics. Alright, let's have a chat with her. That's how optimized it is. Every instance is loaded once you enter. From the NPCs to the enemies, it's all loaded. It's well optimized. Someone was saying, how the fuck is this game, like, what, 30 or 40 gigabytes? When Metaphor ReFantazio, which is an anime game, it's definitely lower poly than this. That's like 120 gigs or something? How is that possible? I'm not ripping on Metaphor, I'm just wondering how that's a thing. How that's even...
Come on, Gustave, speed up a bit.
Okay, lady,
Sophie
relax.
will have already gamaged by the time you've arrived.
Maelle.
I thought he said mad. He said Maelle. Post-boomer narrative, yeah. French quality. Unoptimized and uncompressed assets. For the win. Well, hopefully this game, in like several regards, sets a few new standards, alright? One is that people enjoy turn-based. Two is that, like, you know, compression and optimization. But yeah, anyway, let's keep going. Let's see what else this has. Can I play the piano? Boo! Oh well. L'ossi, or in French they call a horse un cheval. This, you know what'll be fun, guys? This is actually this gives me an opportunity to brush up my French, which is going to be pretty cool. Haven't done that in a million years. What is that? Rejoicing, I can't read that. L'expedition! Sciel! Den. French Final Fantasy safety, pretty much. Someone shot a bullet into the ocean with every piece of rock flying off with the same momentum like that. Yeah, it's like some giant... it looks like it's some kind of magic nuke that just blew rocks and shards and gravity in all directions and just smashed the city to pieces. Jesus. And yet, being French, you know, they're able to just power through it and enjoy life regardless. What do they call it? The joie de vivre. The enjoyment of living. Which is a great French expression. I think that's what it means. Rejoin l'expedition. Thank you. Ever +1, welcome in. You too, Torsten. This looks nice.
I can't believe Sophie already turned 33. She looks so much younger than you.
Thanks.
She's popular. I'm sure she already has a necklace full of flowers.
I can imagine.
Stacy! RPG! Just 1 second, hang on. What I meant to say was... Stacy Chuan! Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Played a bit of this game today, Stacy. Stacy, this is basically this is gonna kill Final Fantasy. That's all you need to know. You remember FF10? This is the sequel. This renders everything that came after 10 irrelevant. Anyway, guys, follow the lovely Stacy RPG as well. You can see that she got me into One Piece, hence the Sanji sunglasses, and also she does a lot of great music reactions. A very music-oriented stream. Sean, welcome in. Mike Ainsworth, welcome in. Warren Rossard, Irish Rock. Local Motion, welcome in. Also, Jordash, if you are spoiling, please don't. I haven't read it, but like, there's been some concern in chat, but it's all right. It's all right. Jojo, someone Ultra Instinct over here. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Welcome in. Welcome in. I wouldn't even joke spoil. I'd rather just like find it out myself. But all right. Metaphor French Taz. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Alcal, welcome in. All right. All right. But guys, follow Stacy. She's awesome. Thank you again for the raid. Raiders. Oh, God. Raiders, I've got a cold, but it's all right. Welcome to Sebbywebz. We are doing our first playthrough of Expedition 33. It was the French call it, fuck, how do you say 30 in French again? It's not 13, is it? 1, 2, 3. Fuck. 4, 5, 26, no, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, that's 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, that's 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, I think 27, 28, 29, 3 ans. 3 ans. L'expedition 3 ans 3. God, took me a while to get all that back. I have not counted in French for like a long fucking time, but now I can't believe this game brought it back to me. DJ Blends, welcome in. Welcome in. Misty Rosie, welcome in. Guys, chuck her a follow as well. Almost. I did. I got it. L'expedition 3 ans 3. Bonjour, Raiders. I said 303? No? What do you mean? Oh, I said 30. 30 and then 3. I see what you mean. How do you do it then? Is it 33? 31, 32, 33. It's that. It's 3 is 30. Then 30, yeah, 31. 30? Is it just 30? What the fuck is 3? Oh, that's 13. Fuck, I already lost it. Misty thumb. What the hell is that emoji, Misty? Also, guys, Misty loves a bit of Final Fantasy as well, so check her a follow. So, 300. Oh yeah, because cent is 100. Okay, yeah. Like how in English, century is 100. That cent, cent, comes from French. In fact, a good way to understand English, and this is gonna blow your mind, and you're never gonna see English the same way again, is that a lot of the upper class words we get in English come from French, and a lot of the lower class or the more common pleb words come from German. Now, once you know that, you can't unsee it. But English itself also has its own indigenous language. It's sort of like is like Gaelic. Like if you look up Scottish, which is a language, believe it or not, it just kind of looks like really badly spelled English. Like in Scottish language, I think like to say how are you going, it's "oh you going," and I'm not joking. Like it is actually written as if someone was writing "oh you going." Like look it up. Look it up. It's 3 dialects in a trench coat. Yeah, something like that. It's crazy because it doesn't look like, say, a Final Fantasy IX town, and it doesn't look like, yeah. And unlike Final Fantasies usually have a heavy science fiction element with all this, but this is very, very fantasy. It's kind of like is leaning much more heavily into that. Maybe like a steampunk aesthetic. We'll have a bit of FF6 going on, I assume. A more beautiful version of Paris. Yeah, yeah. Upper class like threesome. Toisson! Soya! Olu! What else do I have? French language as a language is a horrible sophistication of subtle classes, conjugations, and motifs. What I find difficult about French is that the pronunciation of words is more based on history than the actual system of spelling in the words itself. Like, you just have to know how it's pronounced. So it's like English in that regard. Except even English, it's a bit easier to figure out. The general rule of French is you don't pronounce half the words in any sentence. No, you don't pronounce half the letters in any word. If you know that, you'll be able to pronounce stuff. Good night, Misty. Take care of yourself. All right, let's go. Let's do this.
What?
You look tense.
Yeah, yeah.
I know what you need. A little jewel.
Her French outfit is so cute, by the way. This is great. It's fantastic.
No.
No.
Come on, it'll loosen you up. You can't go and see Sophie all somber and tense. And if you win, I'll give you something you can use with your Lumina converter.
You know what else is really good about this, and FF16 made this mistake, is each line is voice acted, but I control when the next one comes in. So we can actually go bang, 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 bang. FF16 didn't have that, and it had these really long 2 to 3 second pauses between everything a character said, and that's actually like really bad pacing. Like in theater, they'll tell you that you need to eliminate the spaces between lines. It's not about saying the line faster, it's about reducing the spaces between the lines. And dramas and movies, live action can sort of get away with that because it's like real people if you have really good actors. But the thing is, like, the models in FF16 didn't look good enough to warrant that amount of space between the lines. Yeah, so I don't know. Once you see it, you can't unsee it as well.
All right, you're on.
Yes!
Look how punchy that is, you know, when I control it. Do you wish to go through battle during your duel? Yes. Oh, tutorial? Yeah, let's do it. Oh, that's sick. Is that music overpowering me? Or is that fine? Battle wheel. During your turn, your character can attack, aim, use a skill, or use an item. Sounds good? Okay, sick. Fine for now. Skills consume AP to use. You can gain this by performing a base attack or a parry. Timeline. Characters play turn by turn. This is the problem with this game, because no one wants that and no one's going to buy it. Anyway, back to Final Fantasy 15. Okay, so this is like FF10, with all that bar, like, showing whose turn it is and so on and so forth. There's a body movement when they're standing when if you reply. Yeah, the details, mate. So. Attack. Try attacking to gain 1 AP. Gustave. Oh, I might... Ooh, this is tricky. Where I'm going to position my camera is going to be a bit tough because... Hang on. Where I am right now, I'm covering that. And I think you guys need to see... I think y'all need to see my HP. Maybe here. Because, yeah, I'm covering this, but that's more important for me than for you. So how about that? Do you reckon that's okay, guys? I think that's viable. I think that's going to work. Half FF10, half Legend of Dragoon. Yeah. You know what it should be? It should be half Final Fantasy 15, half 16. That's what it should be. Like, wouldn't that be so much better? You know? I mean, no one wants turn-based. Alright, deal more damage with an overcharge. Charge is armed by dealing damage. Dodging and parrying. Let's begin. Okay, so your normal attack isn't like a Legend Dragoon thing. That's just a straight-up swipe. Okay. I don't know, Blue Barrack. Yeah. Also, just 1 second. I'm gonna reduce chat box a tiny bit, just so it's not covering that. That's a bit better. I wish this game's music didn't pause the second I click out. Half 7 remake. Yeah, this game's just like in 3 parts in a multiverse timeline. Oh my god, Peanut. You can defend during their attack. Maelle will now attack. During an enemy attack, dodge at the right time to avoid damage. A perfect dodge. Press B. Character's AP can be used to cast skills. Each character can have 6 skills equipped. Try to use a skill. Interesting, so I'm new to... I never played Persona, but it's interesting that instead of me moving up and down the menu, it's just like the buttons are what I'm doing. Okay. Gustave starts with 2 kills. Lumiere, Assault, and Overcharge. He can use attacks and skills to charge his overcharge meter, and unleash a devastating blow with his overcharged skill. Use Lumiere Assault to gain charges. Low physical, 5 hits. Crits generates a charge. Lightning damage. Okay, so I'm a lightning dude, alright. It is T-Bowski's, I think. Pino, yeah, this is the new Final Fantasy. This is Final Fantasy if it was good. Let's go. Pressing A at the right time will improve your skill's effectiveness and increase the damage and add bonus effects. Perfect timing to unleash stronger effects. Oh, I see! Okay. So, hitting it during the white is good, but hitting it during the yellow at the very end, that's the perfect timing. Got it. Understand. During an enemy attack, you can also parry. Parry shares the same timing as a perfect dodge, but it's more difficult than a regular. Okay. Oh, parrying recovers 1 AP. Press the right bumper to parry. Which one is that? Is that R1 or R2? Is RB? Oh no, that's RT. That's right trigger. And that's RB. That's right bumper. Oh my god. Volcano. What's up, basement? Parry window's tight. Okay. Let's do it then. Parrying every hit of an enemy triggers a powerful counter. Hiya! My god, that looks good. And you know what else is cool about this? These attacks look really good, but they don't take 7 business days to happen. You know, it's not like a Tekken juggle that goes for like 30 seconds, you know. Yeah, it's fucking sick. It's great. Enemies do combos, and if you block the very last one, then okay. Then you get the counter. Deal more damage with overcharge. Derpy Radisharu! Arigato! For the 10 gifted Subarus! Thank you, you fucking legend. Thank you for the 10 subs. Thank you for saving 10 people from ad break hell, which is about to begin in 30 seconds. Appreciate it, Derpy. Also, great fucking, great bloody tricky towers the other day, man. That was mad fun. That was truly challenging against you. Right. Overcharge. Underwater. Thank you for gifting a sub to Otone and saving them from ad break hell. Okay. Overcharge. Lightning damage based on the amounts of charges. Shinku!
For those who come after.
Hadouken! Maelle is dead. The end. So that's the heiress death moment of this game. That's how she dies. Battle loot. Highest damage, damage dealt, time, successful parries. Okay, this is all cool shit. Sweet. Good stuff.
You won. Now, don't you feel better? I see your smile.
Huh. Thanks. There's nothing I love more than bashing a lady. Also, Underwater, thank you for gifting a Subaru to Cilantro! You saved them. You saved them, Underwater. Appreciate it. Nah, appreciate it, Derpy. Alright, you want this so bad, Orion? This game is gonna change, like, the gaming landscape, I reckon.
Alright. Now, let's go find Sophie.
Color of Lumina can be consumed. Oh, it's gone.
I saw her near the red and white tree.
Yeah.
All the sound was fine, right? The music was fine, the sound effects, the voices. I think we're good. Oh, it's on Xbox Game Pass, isn't it? What a deal, man. What a deal.
Oh, the plaza is lively. Why people like to celebrate the gommage is still a mystery to me, but oh well.
And Oblivion is on Game Pass as well. Oh, that's huge, dude, man. You know what's even better than that, though? Is having a PlayStation membership where once a month you get given a complete dog shit AAA that no one wants to play for free, and then some indie games no one's ever heard of. That is absolutely worth the price. My god. Holy shit, that is so worth my money. I had that on for like 2 years, and I think the only thing that was ever worthwhile was Bloodborne. It was the only thing that was good. Otherwise, it's like, what, NBA 2K? Like, jeez, fuck off, mate. It's just dog shit after dog shit. Just shovelware, free shovelware, just rubbish. Oblivion and this are going to sell more Game Pass than FF16 and 7 Rebirth sold PS5s. That's actually true. That's actually true, and that's like anti-consumer to lock something to PS5 or Switch 2 or Xbox, you know. And everything that has had that happen to it has suffered. Rebirth, 16, Lost Odyssey, the new Souls game. It's never been a good decision for the gamers, ever. Sciel! Australia PSN Plus. Oh my god. Do I watch Prem? What's Prem? Yeah. Thing is, PS3 is still from the similar... PS3 is still a continuity of PS1 and 2. Now, if you asked me, like, or if you ask yourself, what are the great games of PS1 and 2, we'd be sitting here for about 2 hours. Like, you could list, like, hundreds off the top of your head. The reasons to buy PS1 or 2. And 3 is sort of from that same time period. Now, tell me the great PS5 exclusives. Go ahead, list me the great PS5 games that are worth paying that 600 extra US dollars for.
The red and white tree. I've always found it beautiful.
That's right, you can't.
I don't really understand. You and Sophie broke up so long ago. But clearly you never got over her. Why'd you wait until today to say something? It's a bit late, isn't it?
Silence. Milky, logged in to tell me you're 6 hours in now. This game is everything Square should have been doing since FF10. I've been fucking saying that. I've been saying that from the first trailer I saw of this, man. This is the first time we've had a game like this since FF10. Maybe Lost Odyssey, but like no one played that because it was like a console exclusive, which is a really good idea. But glad to see you're enjoying it, brother. Glad to see, mate. Yeah. This screams Golden Age Square. I know. What do you mean? We're in the Golden Age right now. What are you telling me you don't like singing? You don't like seeing Rude from FF7 sing about being bald and polishing his head and making it shine? You're telling me Red 13 moonwalking is not the Golden Age of Square? Or Clive saying fuck? Or Prompto taking selfies? What do you mean? That's the Golden Age. I think it's better than the originals. Sorry, I'll stop. I'm bullying. Why am I getting a hype chest? Am I getting drops on this as well? You love watching Red 13 do Michael Jackson? Okay, buddy. Okay, buddy. Being sarcastic? Good. For a moment there, I thought you were a man-child who lacked taste. Sorry, I'm bullying those people, but they fucking deserve it. So, Miss Margie. Nanaki riding a chocobo. That I'm actually okay with. Because that just kind of like... That's like a weird little gameplay detail. It's not like a story-ruining thing. But yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah, I actually thought that was really funny. That didn't bother me. There's a difference. Red 13 riding the chocobo is like the least worst thing he did. So, am I going to play Remaster Oblivion? Yeah, no, I would love to do Oblivion. It's just, this takes priority. Kingdom Hearts 4? It's going to be dog shit. It just is. Like, the first game made sense, somewhat. The second game made no sense, but the combat was fun. And Roxas has no business having like a 5-hour-long intro. He's not that important. He's not that good. And 3 looked like dog shit to me as well. So, sorry if that offends you, but my opinion's correct. You're an old school fan? Sakaguchi purchased guitar equipment from your dad? That's sick, man. That's dope. Nah, respect to Sakaguchi, man. As soon as he left, like, the whole series just died. Well, it suffered like a slow decline. Yeah. Alright, let's have a chat with this lady.
Sophie's down there.
Yeah, I know.
Good luck. I'll be here for you if things don't go as planned.
Thanks.
These character face models are really beautiful, by the way. Like, I'm not gay, but, you know, Robert Pattinson's a good-looking bloke. Her face model is just fantastic. Like, she just looks great, you know. Very expressive, eh, as you're saying. What's it like being right? Miserable. It's miserable. It's like to try arguing with modern FF defenders, man. It's like just arguing with an endless sword. It's like arguing with. Imagine arguing with 1,000 Zerg Banelings who do like 1 damage per hit. imagine just getting Zerg rushed by Banelings who just explode in a shower of wrongness and stupid opinions. And like, you can tank it, but oh my god, it gets annoying. Also, welcome to Neil Zero. How are you, fucking dog? Beautiful. Sorry, I'll try not to rip on FF. It's hard not to when this is so much better. And this game already is kind of proving everyone right. Oh, I see. So the black bars are to make these shots more cinematic. Okay.
The last few days meant everything.
Can we talk?
All right, Orion, just for you, mate.
I love you all.
Look at their clothes, man. So good. It's so stylized.
That's for your, if there's room.
There's always room.
Look how much identity these characters and their costume style has. Like, you can just tell, like, there's no other game where these characters kind of look like this.
Okay.
Oh, kawaii!
You know how I feel? I wish things had been, you know, I often think another path, you know, another future.
Still can't finish your sentences, can you?
Yep, that hasn't changed.
I missed that. I never faulted you for wanting to believe. You're fighting to change things.
Sorry.
Piss off, kid. Talking to my lady.
Just... in a different world, right?
We'll break the cycle, so she can't steal anyone else's future.
Stubborn people change the world. And you are the most stubborn person I know. Thank you. Walk me to the harbor?
Yes.
Hey, where's the 500-page exposition dump about the history of these flowers and the history of this town? Like, did these guys not learn from Square how to tell a story? You know, it's tell, don't show. Sorry, I gotta start. Sorry, chat. I got a problem. I have a big chip on my shoulder about this. Kiss me, noob. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in, welcome in. Also, isn't it like the way French women dress, sort of the classic styles of their fashion is just incredible. Like, it's always so like elegant, and it kind of doesn't look the most elaborate, but there's something really simple and effective about it. You know, I like it to play as her. Oh, that's cool. The world's so pretty. BioShock 3, yeah. You love the FF comparisons? I can't help myself. I can't help myself. You know what, just out of sheer spite, I'm gonna make that into a short. So I'm gonna make a few shorts about me ripping on FF. I'm gonna call it 500-page exposition. Square. That's so mean. But you know what? It fucking deserves it, alright? This game is like waking up from a 20-year-long nightmare. Except instead of it being scary, it's just everything's just lame and crap and mid and soy. While a bloody army of Zerg banelings just tell you that it's the best thing ever. That's what the nightmare is like. So, gold bond, because my ass seems chapped. Nani? Strong shape, language, and form flattering for the female body. Yeah, it's the thing about like French fashion for women. It's like very fitting. It's very simple but effective. Anyway, not fucking a bit. It is kind of like... It is fashionable to rip on the French, like it's kind of a meme, but that's because we are descended from the English at the end of the day, even if you're Australian or American or Canadian. But when it comes to art and when it comes to culture, the French are absolutely top tier. If you want to study art and all that stuff, you have to know the French. You can't ignore them. Like, they're basically the white version of Japanese people. Except maybe a bit smellier. Anyway. Sorry, but I think I'm correct in that. Like, if you want to study art, whether it's visual, whether it's acting, whether it's writing, whether it's music, you have to study the French. You don't get to skip them. Their theater, just everything, like their cinema, you have to know their shit, man. It's just a trash can. Don't tell that to the Quebecois, they may lynch you. They're French, though. They speak French. It's like a slightly modified version, but that's like... Quebec is like the Australia of France. Or something like that. I don't know, maybe they get really offended. Maybe the New Zealand of France. So... Wouldn't recommend telling the Welsh they're English. Will we be good at running it? I'm not sure. The history of Europe really holds it back. How do you mean? How do you mean? Classic cooking? Oh, that's the thing, dude. Like, dude, Gordon Ramsay is doing his best to elevate the cooking of the English. And I respect that, because English is not famous for its cooking. But he's studied under the French. That's like Pardew's foundational training is French cooking. Because they don't fuck about, man. The English have famously bad food, but not the French. Like, it's one thing they really don't have in common. So... Just one second. Okay. Her idle animation is so elegant. I like that. So many flowers left. I guess there's not enough people to wear them anymore. Yeah. Coq au vin is one of the better recipes. I don't know that. Had it right the first time? Okay. Let's have a chat with you.
Oh, hi, Sophie.
Tiffany! What a beautiful NPC. Just look at that. My god, just look at her dress. I don't even know if this is a main character or not, but... just beautifully designed.
So Gustave really did come, huh?
Yeah, he did.
I knew he would.
Has everyone left? Shh, he might hear us.
Shh, he might hear us.
You're a lucky one, you know?
I know that.
But he is too.
Looks like you still have a lot of flowers left.
Well, there are less and less people to buy them. I just wish you didn't have to wear one.
Tiffany.
I should finish cleaning up here and join everyone at the Heart Bar.
I know it's coming, but for these people it's so normalized for them, you know? Like, they've had Expedition 56, you know? They've been counting down this for like 23 years. So... crushing as it is, it's kind of all they've ever known at this point.
See you.
Like, she's like 33 now, which means that she would have been witnessing this happen every single year for about... yeah, about... I should know the math off by heart. About 23 years or something. So yeah, that's fucked, mate. Needs to be twice as muscular and have a mustache. No, this isn't Concord, mate, alright? This isn't Dragon Age Veilguard.
See you.
Okay, here's something I've noticed about this that really stands out. Remember in FF7 Rebirth, right? And Remake. And you go through, maybe not so much in Midgar and Remake, but say like in Rebirth, in a lot of the towns and stuff, people were dressed very generically, and they were dressed way too well for the crushing poverty that they all lived in at the time. You know, it's like, you're supposed to be in the slums. Everything's built out of shanty towns. Your homes are built out of scrap wood and corrugated iron, and yet everyone's dressed in these like sort of like generic fashionable dresses and stuff, and like their clothes are too nice. Whereas I remember in the original FF7, people were wearing like wife beaters, combat pants, boots, jackets. I don't know. They forgot that when they remade those games. Now, not all. Say like Barrett's Town. When you get to Barrett's slum town, that is actually very well visually designed, both in terms of like how it looks and the characters. Like, it's just people in tank tops standing around with like machine guns. Yeah, corral. But I remember being in some of the poorer areas in FF7 and being like, everyone is too clean, they look too happy, and they are too well dressed. This is wrong. It's wrong. So, You were in Paris a couple of months ago. The food and wine was next level. Probably the best food you've ever had, Milky. Yeah, dude, the French don't fuck around, man. They are very, very cultural. 17th century Belle Epoque and Napoleonic France is where a lot of the hyper culture comes from. Smatterings of wanting to reclaim the Roman Empire. Okay. Jordash, the Euro-cultural style, the essence of the French versus Italian architecture, when they used to make a game in Europe, and they never move past those identifying features and get cliched, like in every medieval game ever. It's genre-defining. Thing is, let me ask you this, Jordash, though. Would you rather the game look like this, or like modern Paris? I've seen how that looks on Twitter. Something tells me that this is a bit better. Also, Blue Barrack, thank you for gifting us Subaru to Big Milky. Appreciate that. You're fucking legend. You're fucking legend, mate. The thing is, do you know there's a thing called Paris Syndrome? Have you guys ever heard of that before? I'm going to show you what that is. So Paris Syndrome is a Japanese psychological condition where people in Japan save up their money for, like, I don't know, 2 decades, and they to go to France, to go to Paris specifically, because they think it's going to look like this. They get there, and it looks completely different for reasons I'm not going to describe because I don't want to get cancelled. And then they go into, like, trauma, and then they need therapy. And it's called like Paris Syndrome. I'm going to look this up right now. This is a real thing, chat. This is actually real. Paris Syndrome. Let's see if I can spell this correctly. This is... Oh my god, man. Paris Syndrome is a sense of extreme disappointment exhibited by some individuals when visiting Paris, who feel that the city was not what they expected. The condition is commonly viewed as a severe form of cultural shock. The cluster of psychiatric symptoms has particularly been noted amongst Japanese tourists. Perhaps the way it's been idealized. Oh, acute delusional states, hallucinations, feelings of persecution, oh my god, derealization, depersonalization, anxiety, and psychosomatic manifestations, such as dizziness, tachycardia, sweating, and most notably, vomiting. That is so funny, man. Dude, that is so funny. So you're telling me the Japanese people who go to Paris expecting it to look like Expedition 33, and they're so revolted by what they see, they're so disgusted by the reality that they literally puke upon arriving in the city. That is gold. That is hilarious. That is so fucking funny, mate. That is so stupid. My god. Yeah, exactly, Milky. They cleaned it up for the Olympics, but, like, that's why I say, like, French are the white... They're like the white version of Japanese people, except for the cleanliness thing. Like, France has been French invented perfume. Now, there's a reason that they, of all people, invented perfume. It was, like, a famously smelly city. Paris was infamously smelly. It's, like, written about this. Like, mere deodorant was not enough. They needed to invent heavy-duty shit, and that's where perfume comes along, to hide how terrible we all smelled. But to be fair, back in that day, kind of most of Europe is like that. The British certainly are. You know, you had your, like, a bath once a month or something, or once every 3 months. In fact, I think the reason that brides have, like, a bouquet of flowers in weddings is to hide how bad they smell. And I'm not joking. I think that's actually the historical reason for that. So, anyway, not fucking about. Also, you know what? Sorry, chat. I'm gonna farm this for a little bit, but I feel like we can pop in a little short about Paris Syndrome because that is just so stupid, and it works within the context of this game. So. All right, let's see what's over here. I want to explore every area before I continue. Look at those elegant teapots. Just beautiful. Anyone else I can talk to? Do I have Final Fantasy syndrome? Well, it's more like Final Fantasy induced madness, you could say. Ooh, what's this? Chroma. Alright, I'll take it. Like, what I've got is, like, Final Fantasy induced madness, when it's like, it's like seeing, like, it's more like the Emperor has no clothes. That's what it would be. It's like everyone looks at a game like, I don't know, a modern FF and sees the best thing ever, and all I can see is just like flaws, mistakes, mishandlings, amateurish stuff, sloppy writing, so on and so forth. And combat systems that you only force yourself to enjoy because it has the label Final Fantasy slapped onto it. That's, you know, and I'm not wrong. And I'm like one of the only people who can see this. That's what Final Fantasy syndrome is. So.
I'm fine. I've lived 33 good years. Look around. We've had our whole lives to prepare. We're all fine. Mostly.
I'm not fine.
You will be.
Sag. Yeah, this is fine. Is this a hot dating game, Pat Boy? Yeah, I'm dating this hot French girl right now. Oh, c'est les baguettes! My God, Apocalypse, you know. I appreciate that, Orion. They said what the expeditions are for? Yeah, we gotta take out this painting lady before she, like, kills everyone of a certain age. Or over a certain age. That's cool, man. That floating upside down boat. It's such a, like, what the fuck is that moment. Like in the opening of Fist of the North Star, where there's like a huge boat just like jammed through a skyscraper. You know, the explosion's been so big. Well, the way I put it is this, Nixus. There are people who loved Final Fantasy when it was good. Sorry, there are people who loved Final Fantasy because it was good. And then there's people who love it because it's Final Fantasy. And those are two completely different people. Because the people who loved it when it was good, or the people who loved it because it was good, loved it because it was good. It was great writing, great music, great gameplay, great everything. Whereas other people, and that's sort of like the modern Final Fantasy things, they'll just love anything with the FF label slapped onto it, and they'll put all their standards on hold. And make every excuse in the world for it. And they wouldn't do this for any other game. It's only that. So that's, I made a short about this, talking about like the Church of Square and the Church of Final Fantasy, but we don't need to go on too much about that. So, someone with an art degree is wreaking havoc in Europe. Kubo. What if you're both, Miss Margin? You can be both, and I think I still am to an extent. Like, I am still curious what they're gonna do. But I think what happened with FF is it kind of got like we got 4 massive duds in a row. 15. That was a fail. And I don't care that it sold well. You know what? McDonald's sells well. So do Marvel movies. It's not a great game. FF16 was a flop. Dawn Trail was a flop. And you may like 7 Remake and Rebirth, but it is massively, massively divisive. And there's a lot of people like me who don't like it and don't want to play the third part. But they remain mostly silent. They just kind of quiet quit. Because it gets annoying, just being, like, told your opinion is invalid, you know, and just being lied to and gaslit endlessly whenever you raise objections, you know. They just quiet quit and leave. So, yeah. This is interesting. So I'm looking at this. World map. Asia. Ocean Atlantic? Wait a minute. America? Okay, this is interesting. This is not actually a pure fantasy world. This is our world. But it's like some parallel version of it. Because there's Asia. And there's America, and there's the Atlantic Ocean. So this is also kind of interesting, because I'm used to fantasy games like, say, FF, where it just takes place in a completely different... You know, it's a whole different planet. It's a whole different reality. Whereas this is like, no, this is our world. Just a different timeline. Cool stuff. And it's cool, because I'm not used to seeing this. I want to see where they go with it. I want to see what they got up their sleeve. Bonjour. Fair, but true. Go attack. Exactly. Alright. Continue. Ubisoft? Yeah. Some of the choices were bizarre? Yeah. You never beat it, Orion? Yeah, because you got taste and standards. You enjoy healthy conversations about why people don't... you enjoy healthy conversations about why people don't like it, but the FF community isn't ready for that. Sad, but true, Miss Margin. As I say, I argue with people for fun, like an orc from Warhammer, and even I get sick of it. Imagine if you're a normal person. Well, you're just like, fuck it, I'm leaving. So, yeah, exactly, Shilray. And it's not being negative on purpose. It's... If I didn't like it, I just wouldn't even care about it. I wouldn't even play it, so... Anyway. You can tell it's a fan... Yeah, exactly, Blue Beric. You can tell it's a fantasy... In fact, Blue Beric. You can tell it's a fantasy world because it's not flat. Look at this round earth propaganda. Look at this sphere cuckery. Look at me! Hanging out with a bunch of globetards! Now that's fiction. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's talk to these people. Hello! Bonjour! Frere Jacques. I'm sorry, I'm gonna stop. So, gravity. To be fair, you're right. Gravity does seem to be optional in this world. Alright. Let's continue. They won't take the rose-tinted goggles off. You know what? I reckon this game is gonna shatter a lot of rose-tinted goggles. And only the weirdest people will be left after that. Only the strangest people. People have gathered here on their way to the harbor. Reuniting one last time. The anticipation and build-up is crazy, actually. Like, I know what's coming, but I don't know how they're gonna execute it. That's what's interesting. A lot of NPCs are copied, do you reckon, Milky? Yeah. Well, I noticed they're kind of all standing around instead of moving, like, walking around and shit. Yeah. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing, lady? What is this, FF16? Ah, there's a copy-paste right there. It's not too big a deal, because at the end of the day, this is still a good game, by all accounts. Whereas when it's a bad game, that's when you're just like, nah, fuck this. That's when the little things matter more. So, resources are finite. At the end of the day, they don't have the budget of Square, so we'll let them. We'll give them a free pass this time, mate. We'll give them a free pass. Double A problems. Now let's have a look at this. This is cool. Look at this statue, this architecture.
The scintillating Sophie. You're as gorgeous as always.
Cyril, you flatterer. Need some help with your writing again?
Beautiful and perceptive, per usual. See, I'm preparing the headline for tomorrow. And who could write it better than someone who celebrates her special day today?
So, what will the article be about?
Actually...
You don't know?
Oh, well...
You really are lazy.
Yeah, but he's French. That's standard.
Help me again, Sophie, please. My boss will kill me.
Sure. Let me think of a headline.
The pale sun ascends above the crimson blossoms. Expedition 33 shall be the destined journey. Cyril really needs to take his job seriously.
Cyril really needs to take his job seriously.
Get wrecked.
Oh, come on. I really need your help.
The pale sun ascends above the crimson blossoms.
The pale sun ascends above the crimson blossoms.
A headline about the contrast of beauty and death. With the Paintress each year claiming the beauty of this world. Okay, now I'm inspired. You really are a divine being, Sophie.
Don't forget to credit me.
I would never. Thank you for all these times.
It's always been a pleasure, my friend. Take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Something this game does, and I hope they keep doing it, is I'm glad that like these sort of little interactions are fully voice acted. It's very much like Baldur's Gate 3. Whereas something I see in a lot of games, and it's a bit of a Japanese, it's a very Yakuza thing to do. You talk to them, and it'll be a full sentence, and the voice actor just goes, oh. And then you go to the next one, they're just like, can't. Full sentence. Full sentence. Oh. full sentence. Cap! I'm glad they're not doing that for this. I think it's worth it as well. I mean, you know, voice actors want the work. Just fuck it. Just let them do it. Just let them do it. Alright. Sure, Ray. The copy-paste of the NPCs here is nutty and it's the only place that does it. Yeah, I wonder, well, maybe they'll sort that out later on in the future. I guess they need a big crowd of people, but then there's only so many assets, so, I don't know. You know what? You know what? Maybe some of that pre-order money can help them redo the scene. Look at this fat bastard. Look at that. Even the journals in the demo VA? Okay, that's actually cracked. That's crazy. I like that I'm controlling her as well. You know, it's not like... It's kind of like The Last of Us 1, that you take control of their daughter.
My gestural costume is the best.
Sorry. Yeah, no, Rich, exactly. 30 devs put this much passion, 300 can't make a better game. Exactly.
Hey, madame, do you think the gesturals really exist?
Of course they do.
Of course they do. That's what I think too. The others laugh, but I know they're real. One day, I will meet one. Even if it means joining an expedition. I'll raise a gestural army and we'll crush the Paintress. And me and my little brother will live with the gestrals and they'll be our new family. We're tired of the orphanage. If the legends are true, they really like to fight. And that's why I'm training every day by beating up my little brother.
That's... yeah. You would make a great gestural.
Little brother in shambles.
Thanks.
Yeah, reckon. Bash him. Fucking bash him, mate. Yeah. Well, there's a great saying in creative works. I think it's Roberto Rodriguez, the guy who directed Sin City and Machete, said, what is it? Basically, it's along the lines of creativity solves problems, not money. Or before you try to solve a problem with money, use creativity first. And that's what these devs have seemed to have done. You know, like there's clearly a budget in this, but they're also maximizing their creativity to stretch it as far as it can go. You know, get the most out of it. People who are about to gommage leave their furniture so that others may use them. Let's examine it. Sophie and Gustave examine the stuff left behind. Color of Lumiere, Lumina, can be consumed to give additional Lumina points to the characters. Ooh, okay, alright. Ooh la la. Both? Well, you need both. Like, creativity alone. Okay, so creativity alone will give you a game like Darkest Dungeon or Vampire Survivors. Creativity and money will give you this. Money with no creativity gives you FF7 Rebirth. All right, now let's see what we have over here. I think we've explored most of this. Let's I think we've got. Oh, hang on. Ooh la la! Por favor. Wait, that's Spanish. Okay, Undertale is maximized creativity with 0 money. That's impressive.
Oh, Sophie.
Bonjour, Marie.
Marie.
Your flowers. I didn't know about. I thought you were younger. And yet you didn't have children.
I'm not having this conversation with you again.
Yay, my body, my choice. You fucking bitch!
Not
Sorry.
today.
Do you care so little about the future of Lumiere? How can you be so selfish?
Hey, fuck you, lady! And your kid's ugly. He's got a weird face.
I'm not selfish enough to bring others into our doomed world. I know we are not many to think like this now. And it destroyed my relationship with the person I loved the most. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'd like to spend this moment with him.
Yeah, piss off, you old slag.
And you should cherish this moment with your daughter.
Wait, that's your daughter? I hear plastic surgery in Korea is like really cheap these days. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. That's really mean. It's also true. So fuck you.
Sorry. See you at the harbour.
My
Good
God.
luck, Mary.
What a hideous kid. Anyway, let's get out of here. You like Sophie? I'll tell you what, look at that style. Look at how beautifully designed her NPC is. So, Balatra, yeah. Taryn, what's up? Also, I do apologize if I am missing a lot of chats. Like, here's the problem. If I click out of this to like scroll up and read chats, we just lose all the music, and then it's like I'm just kind of fucked there. So, so I'm gonna try and stay immersed in the game as much as possible. That is a legitimate complaint I have about this game. Every game should have the option that the music keeps running even if you click out. Like, it should have that option. Otherwise, that's very minor, but as a streamer who clicks out to check my chat, that is important. So, let's see. Loving the newspapers, man, because, like, this is such a remnant of a different time period. You know, we just don't have these anymore. Like, why would you? Just get everything on your phone. All right. Oh, there it is. See, it's a white flag. There you go. And you said this game wasn't French enough, all right? Oh, don't you look silly now? Giving post-World War I vibes, yeah. Well, all jokes aside, right? The French get ripped on for surrendering in, like, the World Wars, but up until that point, the French were fucking powerful as shit, man. They were dangerous, man. They were a world power. They were, you know, you wouldn't joke about surrender to Napoleon's face, mate. Or during, like, the 30 Years' War with the English, or the 100 Years' War with the English, or the War of the Roses, or the war, or all the, like, 5 million wars they had with the English. The French were fucking dangerous, man. But that what happened in World War, it kind of just stuck with them forever, in their reputation. And I do think it's a bit slack. I think it's a bit slack, man. Anyway, let's continue. They dealt with technologies no one had seen before. Dude, World War I is nuts, man. You had people riding on horseback with their big pomp hats, riding on horseback with sabers, just swords, into machine gun fire. Like World War II is fucked, but it was on a lot more even footing in that way. Like, World War I is just dramatically uneven and unfair. And chemical warfare wasn't outlawed either. You just had mustard gas and shit. The trench warfare was just pure hell. And there's a great movie you guys should watch about it called All Quiet on the Western Front. It's a German film. You can see it all on Netflix, and it, like... That movie, like, harrowed me, man. Like, I got quite teary a couple of times during that film because it's just so unbelievably... It's such an ugly part of our history. It's so grotesquely unfair what was done. You know, what a lot of these young boys, like, had to go through. They didn't know what they were signing up for. They didn't know. You know, it's not a light film, but it is an excellent film. Let's have a chat with this bloke.
Why does Manon keep saying death comes to us all?
You haven't heard that before?
No.
Unofficial expedition motto.
I think he prefers, we're already dead, you're just catching up.
Yeah, I heard that one recently.
I don't know. Kinda nice in a way. Having a deadline forces you to prioritize. It's a bit freeing as we get closer to the end.
You can really find the silver lining in everything, can't you?
No, it's just... things don't always work out the way we want. No use getting upset, you know? Use what we can, leave what we can't.
That's an interesting little philosophical discussion right there, because, you know, it's like, would you rather know when you're going to die? Like, definitely. And not like one of those weird things where, like, when you, like, as soon as you know, well, now, like, some car accident's gonna happen, or you try to avoid it. It's like, no, you are definitely dying the second, like, you hit 34 or some shit like that. How would you live your life differently, you know? I don't know if I'd want to know, really. I kind of like the mystery, you know? I don't, because I don't know if I'm gonna die when I'm, like, 40, or I don't know if I'm gonna die when I'm 60 or 80 or whatever, you know? Yeah. Live your life as if every single moment could be your last. At the same time, though, if you do, you can really fuck yourself for the future. So it's this tricky thing where, like, you don't know if you're wasting the limited time you have left preparing for a future that's never gonna come. Or if you're pissing away that future because you're never preparing for it. I don't know, man. I don't know. And it annoys me. Because I don't know. I don't want to waste my time, but I also don't want to know. So, yeah. I don't want spoilers for my own life. Let me put it that way. Death Note type shit. Yeah. Depends how you're living. Well, the thing is, you know what? Right now, as a streamer and as a content creator and voice actor and so on and so forth, right now I'm living life the way I want to, on my own terms. And it took me like many years, it took me like decades to figure this out. So I know what it like, I know what it feels like to be myself and live my life to the fullest, which feels great right now. But I also know what it's like to not do that. And it feels like shit. So, took some maneuvering to get my life into this position, but I'm happy with it. Yeah. Cruzik, you be down to know, not that you change a thing. Oh god. No, yeah, no backseating my life, okay? Alright, let's have a chat with this lady. My god, those legs. What?
Is something wrong?
Is something wrong, Eloise?
Expeditions. What a joke. All they do is leave us here to die. They're just escaping.
You know their goal is to save us all, right?
Yes, that's what my father told me last year, before he left for Expedition 34.
She must be younger than she looks then.
And here we are again this year. We could have spent one more year together instead of wasting it away.
Your father fought to offer you a better future.
I have no future. I know it and I've accepted it. We're doomed.
You never know. This expedition might be different. There are some special people in this one.
Yeah, right.
Gustave, why don't you show her some of your fighting skills to prove her wrong?
Wait, you mean I get to bash a lady? Sorry. What? Wait, I am? Oh, okay. No, I'm gonna hit the balloon. Okay, I'm not gonna hit her. In the video game world, you'd be like, why wouldn't you fight? But in real life, these people are always going to exist who are gonna say, like, they're just too black-pilled. They're just too depressed about the future. They don't really see a hope. But I'm in agreement with the video game characters. Like, I'd like to try and find whatever I don't know. Whatever way could work to kind of make things better. Yeah. Designer, do the actions you take when knowing your end is definitive, authentic, or meaningful, or knowing that will strip away a level of free will? I don't know, Wookie. Yeah, it's interesting to think about. So, alright, enough fucking about. Let's take out this balloon. Starr, press him! Sciel! Destroy the punching ball in one hit to impress the girl. Oh, I see. Lumiere assault! Wait, let's see if I can perfect this. Did I do that well? Okay, I'll do that again to get an overcharge. Let me try that again. That's a double perfect. All right. Come on! Don't lose face in front of Sophie. Ooh, I got it. Wait! Am I missing something? Why can't I? Do I need more AP? Okay, maybe I need to attack again. Aim. What is this? What is this? What do you mean I can't shoot the balloon? Can I shoot her in the butt? All right, we'll stop. Okay. Shots use AP. Go. I like that your normal attack isn't a quick time event. It's nice that you kind of can, you know, it kind of switches around depending on the skill. Okay. AP costs are in the upper right. Oh, I see. 3 and 4. Okay, cool. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right, let's see if I can pull this off.
For those who come after.
Oh, this shit good. One question I have for y'all. For the quick time events, I'm assuming it's A. A is for attacks. Whereas when it comes to like dodges, that's going to be square or Y? I forget exactly. Okay, alright. Because I keep thinking like, fuck, do I hit square, do I hit A? Okay, good. Okay, so it's like Legend of Dragoon in that regard.
That's...
They all train their picto skills very hard to save us all. And so did your father.
Wait, they're pictomancers? So this ripped off Kryl?
Then, Madame, why didn't you join?
Me? I'm content with my life. I know what I can and cannot change. Or maybe because I was afraid.
Do you think I should join the expedition?
My friend Sciel always says, do your best. Either it works
Sciel.
or it doesn't. Live your life as you want.
X is dodge. Okay. Oh, R1 is parry. So, okay, Leanne, we'll finish this conversation, then I'll sort it out.
I don't want to have regrets. I don't have that much time.
When the time comes, you'll make the right decision. I'm sure.
Thank you. Now I think I know. Give this to your boyfriend. My father gave it to me, but it might be more useful for him.
Ah, conversation rewards. I'll take it. Lumina. What are Lumina points? Are they like level points, skill points or something? So... Attack is X. Oh, you're talking about on PlayStation controllers. It's okay. You know what? Kingdom Hearts gave me plenty of practice with the Xbox controller. So I'm okay with speaking in those terms. So X for attack, circle to... No, A to attack, B to dodge, R1 to parry. But the parrying timing is a bit harder. Okay. This is what a Final Fantasy should be underwater? What do you mean? What, you don't like the hybrid weird combat system from 15? You don't like Devil May Cry? You don't like the single player MMO style of FF12 that everyone plays in 4 times speed because they don't enjoy the combat? You don't like FF13 where you can only control one character and if you die it's game over even if the rest of your party's still alive? What do you mean? What a shame that the devs of this game don't know what players really want. What a shame. Seems I didn't get the memo from Square that people want to play complete dog shit. Sorry, I'll stop. I'll stop. In 5 minutes. No, I'll stop. For now. Until it's funny again. So. Yeah, Broro. If only this character swore more. If this is like FF16.
I don't want to have regrets.
Here's how the conversation would go.
I don't have that much time.
In FF16, it would go like this. My girl would walk in and be like, "You cock," and the other girl would be like, I don't want to have any fucking regrets. I don't have that much fucking time.
When the time comes, you'll make the right decision. I'm sure.
When the fucking time comes, you'll make the right fucking decision. I'm fucking sure.
Thank you. Now I think I know.
Thank you. Now I think I fucking know. You cock. That's how that conversation would play out if FF16 wrote it. All right? It was very Hello Kids, cringeworthy writing. All right? It's true. Just because you know someone... Oh yeah, Peanut. The problem is, yeah, that was too short to the point. It would be that scene, except that was like, what, 4 chat boxes? That would be about 14 in 16. So yeah. And just because you know a guy at work who swears a lot doesn't mean that that's good writing. It's just that, no, you're missing the point. What is this? They're trying to recruit for future expeditions. The number of people volunteering is going down each year. Fuck. That said, it's not me ripping on the voice actors for 16. I thought Clive was mad. I thought Sid was dope. I wish they got to work with better scripts, better pacing. But obviously no one blames Ben Starr for, like, the failings of 16. As they shouldn't, man. The guys, in fact, probably the best thing about 16 was discovering Ben Starr. Was it being his breakout role into the world. Appreciate the snappy dialogue safety. I know. Ooh, wow. Look at this magnificent dress. That is just awesome.
Hi, Gustave. You're back.
Oh, did you want to pick out a different flower?
Ophélie. Also, I love how French everyone's names are. Ophélie.
No, the one you suggested earlier was perfect.
Oh, I'm glad. These garlands are our last farewell. I want them all to feel special. I have a garland saved for you too. But it's not a farewell garland. It will be a welcome home garland. Good luck, my friend.
It's almost like a French kimono or something. It's like a French cheongsam. Yeah, it's like a French cheongsam. It's like a combination of those things.
Thanks, Ophélie.
His clothes look so sick as well, man. He's almost like, they're almost like a bit Bloodborne garb, in a way. Which is also French influenced. What's up, Nifty? Exactly, Mozzie. So, Alpacalypse, it will. And you know what? It'll be well deserved. It's kind of fine that these guys... Hang on. Are you just talking to yourself, mate? No, he's trying to get people to buy his flowers. I'm walking here. The thing is, like, these NPCs are not as ridiculously active as, say, the Monster Hunter ones, but that's fine, because there's, like, you know, 5 million of them and stuff. This is a much larger area. Yeah. Robert Pattinson? Dude, I can't unsay that he looks like Robin Pattinson now. It's like how Liza P was based on Timothy Chalamet.
You two would make a cute couple.
If you say so.
Or maybe something already happened, huh?
If the world was ending, you'd be talking to himself? Yeah, you would be going a bit nuts. I would say that. Looks like Batman voiced by Daredevil, pretty much, eh? Poisson frais. 22.5 francs. That's interesting, right? Well, actually, it's not really interesting, but notice in French, you know how in, like, in English, we'd say 22.5? In French, they use a comma for some reason, which is really confusing to us, but that's 22.5. That's not, like, the way we use it. Poisson. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. I'd like 1 poisson, please. Also, I'd like to meet Luna as well. She looks cute. Just for the feet pics. Bonjour. Fleur gommage. 24. Expensive for fish. Not you, Luna. Get out of here. You're a man with a dog. A bearded man with a dog in, what's it called? Darkest Dungeon. We need to work on your name, by the way, Luna. Everyone's name is appropriate, but I can't get yours to work. He doesn't look like a Luna, and I also don't want to change your name, Luna. I want it to... So I might swap Luna Lily to a more effeminate character later on, and I'll give someone who's a rather gruff bloke the dog trainer. A perfectly normal trash can. So... I was not prepared for this at all, yeah. It's not just French. You program those and your tolerances of comma. That's crazy. Press it again. Indeed, a perfectly normal trash can. Nothing special here, just a trash can. Once again, it's perfectly Hey, you!
You've been here for quite a while now. Can you leave? I don't want to draw attention to myself. I'll turn 33 today, can you believe my luck? Why would my parents choose the worst time? But I have a strategy. If I hide myself here, the Paintress won't think of gommaging me.
Yes, she will. People are just gonna think that someone ashed the world's biggest cigarette in this bin as you come pouring out in your Thanos snap cloud of smoke, mate. You're just gonna make everyone confused.
I've been hiding for 6 months now. So leave and don't tell anyone I'm here.
Oh my god, it's just like Oscar the Grouch.
Ow! What's that? It's hurting my ass. Maybe you can use it.
Chroma Catalyst can be used at the camp to upgrade weapons up to level 3. Hey, you know what? Kiss me noob, but you're a fucking legend. Thank you. Thank you for that.
Move on. The Paintress must not know I'm here.
That's quite cute that someone's just trying to, like, dodge this. They're just trying to dodge the coming apocalypse by hiding in a bin. Alright. Let's do this over here. Oh my god, feet pics. There is actually a reason she's bare feet, right? Like, I've seen in the posters and stuff, like her hands and her feet like glow blue, so it must be something to do with like magical conductivity. Okay. Great excuse. You absolute Kumas. Okay. It's like, wow, when you click the NPCs too many times, they get annoyed. I know, I love that, man. I think that's great. That's like one of the great original Easter eggs you find in a video game. A normal trash can. It's just a trash can. Yeah, okay, nothing fun around that.
Please.
What have we here? Chroma. I'm assuming chroma is like money. That's like the shekels in this game. Okay. If she plays Wonderwall, disgusting. So I'm looking at the horse statue right there. So the reason I'm looking at this lamp is because I've been seeing these like old Instagram reels that sort of talk about how sort of something as ordinary as a street light used to look like this or used to look like that, and it had this sense of character and history behind it. And in modern day and age, you know, for the sake of sheer efficiency, it's now just like a pole with a light at the top, and it doesn't mean anything at all. But it's sad. I think that's why people play fantasy games or want to watch fantasy stuff, because you live in this world where even the ordinary things seem to have like this great sense of meaning and history behind them, you know. At the same time, it's not very efficient. At the same time, it's not very efficient to make everything deeply ornate and elaborate. So, you know, here's what it is. Anyway, sorry. I get. You can tell I think a bit too much about this shit. I get hooked up on little details like that. Fuck do you want? Hello, Nicholas.
This lady truly is exquisite.
In love?
Not quite. I am only in love with her art. My inspiration has been quite lacking recently. Nobody buys paintings anymore. Just because she is called the Paintress doesn't mean painting is evil.
Yeah, painting would get a bad rap because of her.
Your canvas seems quite empty.
I need inspiration. But you, I can see you're in love. With this fine gentleman, I suppose.
We broke up.
Doesn't mean you're not still in love.
That is of no consequence in the matters of love.
There you go. Also, I like his suit, man. That's really cool. Really detailed and interesting.
But it is this passion I so fiercely desire in my painting. I know. How about showing me a dance of love and sorrow? I am also the official painter of the opera. Will you help me? If you inspire me, you may become the main painting of Lumiere's opera.
May as well preserve ourselves in history. Yes.
Fantastic. You may start. Here, gorgeous lady, take this paintbrush and show me your wrath.
Okay, I
I get to paint. Okay. Yeah. I know, Mocha, you know. Well, Nixus, I think it is different, because yes, we're looking at a lot of rich people's stuff from back then, but like, yeah, I'm sure like poor people didn't have these elaborate door handles and shit, but like in terms of like just stuff in the streets, like street lights and stuff, a lot of more public things, it was. So anyway, let's look at this.
Come on, dodge your lady's beautiful moves.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Come on, dodge your lady's beautiful moves. Come on, dodge your lady's beautiful moves.
My timing is terrible.
Come on, dodge your lady's beautiful moves.
Come on, don't counter your loved one. This is not a duel to the death.
Did I just smack him in the face? I see how the timing works now.
Come on, don't counter your loved one. This is not a duel to the death.
But... am I gonna kill her? Hang on, let's see if I can kill her. It's alright, I'll save you from an early death.
Come on, don't counter your loved one. This is not a duel to the death.
Listen, mate, you watch. Let's find out what happens.
Come on, don't counter your loved one. This is not a duel to the death.
How's she not dead? Oh, this feels really good, man.
That was splendid. One more time.
This feels really good.
Sublime. One last time.
I don't know if the attacks are going to be this telegraphed in the open world, but that feels nice. Hey, look, now we know that, you know, if we got into a real fight, I'd win.
That was splendid.
Splendid. Except for the part where you literally bashed your wife in the face with a sword 3 times.
I was so enthralled that I completed the painting in an instant.
Not bad.
It's nice to know something of us will remain in the world after today.
So it's not going to be that slow in the open world, and really it shouldn't. It would just be too easy. So, yeah. I thought it was a parry tutorial. You know? I call this painting domestic violence.
Thank you.
In E minor.
It is I who should thank you. It was a moving dance.
Especially when you got hit in the face with a sword.
I will propose it for the new opera painting we have to do this year.
I feel it wasn't that impressive, but okay.
Love will always be impressive.
Just like how he loves to have hit you in the face. I'm sorry, this is terrible.
Also, take this as a gesture of appreciation. I see your not boyfriend is an expeditioner.
Recoat. Reallocate your attributes or skill points. I see. I see. If you were an artist in this world, you'd troll so hard. Oh, mate, everyone would hate you for that. Like, it'd be considered in such bad taste, I reckon, to be a painter in this world. Like, it'd be, like, culturally offensive. It would be like, yeah, you know what I mean. Oh, my God. It'd be like if his job is to do reenactments of, like, 9/11 or something. Like, it would be considered very bad taste, you know, in the world's context. It's like a sticky note, yeah. Finding the current number on things, alright. Those little items are very nice. Okay, sick. Let's see if there's anything else we can do. Hey, shut up, kid! Another family that will be torn apart by the Gommage. And more children for the already crowded orphanage. We've already done that. Trash can. Boats. Damn it, you invisible walls. True, Morgan. Alright, let's explore.
Sometimes I feel sorry for her.
Who? The Paintress?
Look at her. She looks sad. Maybe she's a prisoner too. Stuck in the same cycle with us. Silly, huh?
Only you could choose empathy at a moment like this.
It's one of the few choices I can make.
I couldn't do it.
It's okay. You don't have to.
Nah, fuck the Paintress, mate. She just kills everyone. She just kills, like, so many people every year. A normal trash can. It's sick so far, J Mortis. It's dope. Hang on. I'll look at this later on. This. Look at. Oh, actually, no, I want to check this out first. Bonjour.
The Paintress is going to punish you, you blasphemers. The Gamage is our fault. We brought this upon ourselves because we dared to defy her.
Another one of these Paintress worshippers. Best to ignore him.
Yeah, fuck you,
The
man.
Paintress is going to...
No,
Another...
shut up. Get out of here. Ooh. What the fuck are you? A weird mime is standing here. Hello.
Hello?
The mime reacts. It attacks!
Help!
Asshole! There's a ruined L'Arc de Triomphe. Oh, that is very cool. Okay, it's like if mime moves actually worked in real life. Okay. Oh my god! Okay. This is gonna kick my ass, man. I forgot to dodge. I'm an idiot. I forgot to dodge. Okay. Fine. Lumiere!
This was weak.
Shit. The mime is stunned. A status effect that prevents him from playing. Ah, maybe okay, maybe okay. Get fucking wrecked. Yeah! That was pretty handy.
That was close. Thanks, Gustave.
What is that guy, eh?
Did someone build this? There's something on its body.
Music record that can be used in camp. Okay. Gustave destroyed the weird mime. You liking the combat system? It's sick, man. Look, Nyx, she was coming right at me, mate. I hit her in self-defense. That's the L'Arc de Triomphe. Yeah, absolutely fucked, eh? Okay. See if there's anything behind that. So this is where I gotta get used to like dodging, parrying. So that's cool though. It does spice things up a bit. People have gathered for the Gamage. The Paintress will soon wake, and everything will be fucked. Can I jump off into the ocean to my death? Okay, probably not. Persona? Well, Persona, like, this has the menus from Persona, or like the, you know, you stand there and it comes out of you, right? But they don't have the sort of reactive stuff, eh? Or the rhythm timing shit. That rolls heaps good.
I think I'm gonna vomit, but no regrets, Shala.
You want FF to adopt it? Come on, mate. You know that's never gonna happen.
I'm coming.
What about over here? Apologies for the coughing, guys. As I say, I'm a bit sick.
Mate,
Hello?
I wish I was going with ya. If we could just send a bigger force, get all of Lumiere to just throw everything we got at the bloody Paintress. But my brother would kill me. His number's up soon and I'm guardian for his kid.
Uncle Victor. Suits you.
But Maelle, quite the ballsy one, eh? No looking back for her. Bet she can't wait to get out of here.
Not much hesitation on her part.
Nah, hesitation was never her style.
Okay. Yeah, I guess you can't really overwhelm her with numbers. Maybe it makes more sense to go in a smaller party. Mario Party 57, oh my god. I think so, Fuddle, yeah. Alright, Reels, no, fair enough. And I'm not trying to waste time, I'm just trying to explore all this as much as possible, not miss anything. Get the money. Anything over here? The people on the dock are the ones who won't gomage. They are here to show their solidarity for the ones wearing flowers. Por favor. Not undersatisfied with what you've seen? I mean, look, I'm only in the tutorial. I really haven't seen anything yet in the game so far.
Please, don't forget me.
Can I control her? Oh! Oh, that's so cool! So pressing the left joystick swaps whatever character you're controlling. Oh, it's so cool! Nice little detail because, you know, everyone has their own favorite character and might want to control them. And there's really no reason you shouldn't be able to switch it around, you know, swap it around. That's dope.
I've always loved the harbor.
It's like a limitation of old games, you know. Underwater boat. Thank you for gifting a sub to Joe Dasharu. Appreciate it, mate. You saved him. You fucking saved him. From ads. The Paintress will awaken soon. I'm just gonna drink some cough syrup. I'm gonna drink some cough syrup before this scene because I don't want to cough during it. That would be really depressing. Just 1 second. FF6 let you do that, that's true. Whereas in FF7 you were kind of Cloud the whole time. Only on a couple occasions do you swap to like Tifa instead. Here we go. Xenoblade lets you do that? Okay, that's sick. Alright. Now fucking about. Let's do this. The gomage will start. Do you want to head to the harbour? Yes. Sophie and Gustave move towards the harbour.
I see you're apprentices.
Oh.
Gustave! Gustave!
What?
Here, Sophie asked us to bring you your coat.
We sewed up the sleeves so you don't have to keep rolling it up.
You guys know how to sew?
Sophie helped us. Turns out it's not that hard. You really should have done this ages ago.
You did this?
Gentlemen, that was supposed to be between us, yeah? I wanted to do something for you.
Soph. Thanks, guys. This is great. Thank you.
See you at the festival?
Don't leave without saying goodbye.
Yeah, of course not. What? I know that face.
You mean a lot to them. I can tell.
Yeah, they mean a lot to me too. Legacy can take many forms, right?
Yeah.
You taught me that.
Right.
Why?
I wanted to see you wearing it.
Oh, you like uniforms now?
This too is your legacy.
In a way. It's yours too. I'm here.
I know. I know.
Jesus. Oh my god. Oh. It's good stuff. Oh.
There you are. You can't hide from us, you know. Like I said, Mourning's best done with friends.
Lucien,
What? It is. Grieving alone's the worst.
where's mine?
Santé, les amis.
Yeah. Could use a drink.
My God. Good opening. We'll talk about that in a bit.
5 tables this year. You see that? Told you we'd beat the 34s. Even Maelle showed up, and she hates these things. Wanna go take a look?
I don't... maybe later. I'll catch up. I'm okay. I'm okay. You go.
Yeah. Time for a refill anyway.
There's an excess of wine, again. Thank your sister for her generosity.
Oh, and try to enjoy yourself. Don't drink alone, you weirdo.
Yeah, right. Enjoy myself.
They have a point, though. I mean, they're not new to this. It's been normal for them for 23 years, at least. But when you lose someone you love, then it's a tough one. That was an excellent scene, by the way, guys. Although I don't think really anyone disagrees with that. And my God, look how beautiful and tragic the sky looks after that. That's an opening. That's an opening. And, I thought the build-up was really good. The fact they only have one line each between them before she evaporates was really good. And the look on his face afterwards, this sort of emptiness and loss, like, He had this look of sort of like the fuck do I do now? Anyway, not sure why this is affecting me so much. Because I knew it was coming, like I've seen it in the trailer, but I think the build-up and the use of music, I think the cinematography and the execution of that was really good. Yeah. Good shit. Kind of every aspect of that was nailed. It was kind of perfect in a lot of ways. Yeah. I apologize. I do want to scroll up and read some chats, but I can't because if I do, I'm going to lose the music, and that's just fuck it. I'll do it anyway. I want to see it. I want to see you guys getting emotional in chat with me because that was a lot. I'm okay. Every person who isn't in fact okay. I mean, pretty much, right? You know. Crash Course in Survivor's Guilt. Welcome in, Crazy Spartan. That was cinema, man. That was a lot, man. I don't know. I'd like to see other people's reactions to this. I'd like to see other streamers, how they sort of receive that scene. Because I don't know, I think what's kind of affecting me as well in this is sort of the context and the history of wanting a good Final Fantasy for a really long time. And this kind of feels like it's it, you know? And a scene like that, that's done that well, tells me that these guys, that these devs, know what the hell they're doing. Like, I trust the rest of the game now. I trust them. I've already trusted, like, the combat so far, the graphics, the art style, the writing, the music, but for them to be able to pull off a scene like that, that can really get an emotional reaction out of you, even though you know it's coming, that shows you that they know their shit when it comes to art. Yeah.
Let's at least check on Maelle and my apprentices.
Anyway. Can I open chat through Steam Overlay? Nah, it's alright. We'll just have to deal with it. So, yeah. And not to beat the dead horse of Rebirth, but when people say like, oh, you know, you don't know, like, wait till part 3, it's like, no, I've seen enough red flags in the amateur writing, the poor pacing, and the rewrites of the scenes that make it worse than the original, and so on and so forth, that I'm sorry, I don't trust them anymore. I don't trust that they know what they're doing. I don't think they're going to pull it off. I think they're going to fuck it up. They already have. And, to say that you can't judge it till part 3, it's just a trick. It's a trick to deflect and shield the game from any criticism for another 3 years. It's not good enough. So anyway, so the reason I'm bringing it up though is because that does feel very much like an Eris death scene from the original FF7 in terms of how hard it was able to hit in all the aspects of storytelling within a video game. So, yeah. Anyway, not fucking about. We're not going to talk about that anymore. That's my 2 cents on it. Let's have a chat with this bloke.
Hey, Gustave. Check out the new pictos I made.
Looks a bit rough. You sure it works?
I've been working on this for months. It's my personal masterpiece.
Your personal masterpiece seems a little... unorthodox?
It's dead useful, trust me. Come on, give it a whirl.
Sure, why not?
Great. I'll trade it for 1 token.
Should I take it? Seems pretty important. Yeah, you only played it for 100 hours. You need to play it for 200 hours before you can have an opinion. FF10 did it quite well. ×2. Call it a morbid curiosity. Here, your fucking token.
Call it morbid curiosity. Here, your token.
You won't regret it. Probably.
Weird pictos. A quick inspection is enough to say that this picto is unusable as is. Hey, fuck you, man! You ripped me off! Anyway. Ooh la la! Spunky lady! What do we got here?
Hey, Amandine. Having fun?
Amandine!
Oh, hey, handsome. Perfect timing. I'm styling everyone before we ship out. Gotta look sharp when we hit the Paintress, eh?
Certainly important. Can you style me up too?
On it. Just bring me a token first.
On one hand, it seems like he's recovered rather quickly from this traumatic event, but at the same time, he's seen this happen 23 years in a row. So, it's just... It would almost seem weird in a way and out of place in this culture to dwell on it for too long. Like, the initial moment's gonna destroy everyone, and then it's just like... Alright, we've got another 364 days before that happens again, so let's say fuck you to the Paintress and enjoy life regardless. Yeah. Yeah. You hate games when you select the dialogue option and the voice line is different. Oh, yeah, that's always weird as hell to me. How about you?
These are yours.
Ah, Sciel, bonjour, bonjour.
You gonna lecture me on drinking?
Listen, mate.
I wouldn't dare. Just calculating how much it'll hurt to catch up.
You can start now. Here, let's have a toast to Sophie, who was always unapologetically Sophie. My fierce and loving friend.
To Soph. Seriously though, this is gonna hurt tomorrow.
Tomorrow comes, but it ain't here yet. I'm not crossing the sea sober.
Fair enough.
Sober's better than deathly hungover.
No, not for that.
Ah.
Go have some drinks.
Why not? What makes it so that the expedition people survive? Oh, they don't. I mean, this guy's 32. If he fucks this, if he fails this, then, and it goes to 32, he's done as well. Or he could just die in the fights. That's how you feel about them, Sincarius? Yeah. That's true, Nixie. If he does complete the expedition, come home and there's a big celebration, she's not there. It is gonna fuck him up, yeah.
Gustave! Come drink with me.
Oh, alright.
I'm pacing myself tonight.
Ah, you're so boring. It's our last night. Who knows when we'll be back?
I like that you say when and not if.
What can I say? I'm an optimist. Or an idiot. Depends on who you ask.
No, Orion. So Maelle, who's Shadowheart, I think she's like 18 or something. Yeah. Let's have a chat with this bloke.
Come, let's play some cards.
No way. Everyone knows you cheat.
Ah, it's just what sore losers say. Come now. You're gonna be a little cautious mouse with the Paintress too.
Listen, mate, fuck you.
Cautious is good. Keeps you alive.
Okay, she's 16, okay.
Ah, we're expeditioners. Stay smart, yes, but be bold, huh? You can't win if you don't play.
Money's no good out there anyway. Why are you trying to fleece me?
'Cause winning's fun.
Fair enough. Tempted to skip the small talk because you invest in the story so much for a zero. I'm gonna trust the devs here. I'm gonna trust them and see what their world has to offer. What about you dumb kid?
Wow, so many expeditioners. So cool.
Hey, shut up. Oh, bonjour.
You came.
I wasn't sure if I should.
You've been avoiding us. You didn't have to.
I heard Seba filled my spot after I left.
Yeah.
Do you think I'm a coward for staying?
Do you?
Not anymore.
Meaning what? Make yourself accept the unacceptable? Make believe that happiness is... this?
More like... rediscover. Happiness. One Gomage left. Maybe contentment is the highest form of happiness.
It makes me sad to hear you talk like this. The Paintress stole so many things, including your capacity to dream.
No, you misunderstand. My mind is where I can be free. She can't touch me there. This is my final act of defiance. Just like the expedition is yours.
If you say so.
Yeah, I feel like if you lived in this world, I don't know. Fuck it, you're gonna go out anyway. May as well give it a shot. Also, I wonder if that's exactly where the Paintress is, or if there's like a sort of portal where they're looking into it. Because she seems really close, you know. Seems like that's a portal looking into where she is. That's gotta be it. Check the trash can, oh my god. Trust the devs, famous last words, Tarava. The thing is, Tarava, until they give me a reason not to trust them, I will. You know, like I'm glad I trusted, say, Yoko Taro with Nier Automata. That absolutely delivered and never disappointed. I'm trying to think of other games where trusting the devs was fine. Baldur's Gate 3, Elden Ring, Slay the Princess. Your devs have been WoW and FF14. Well, yeah, well, you know, no wonder you've jaded. What else is there? I'm trying to think of other devs who I trust. A lot of indies. I think Devolver, they're more of a publisher, but Devolver usually puts out good stuff. Let's have a chat with this bloke.
I think there's other survivors out there.
Doubtful. We would have seen signs.
But not impossible. Maybe if they have shield domes. But they would have been overrun by Nevrons before they could build any.
We were lucky the fracture dropped us out here. Bought us time to get our defenses up.
I don't know. People are resourceful, and Nevrons can't be everywhere. I'm betting on human ingenuity.
I like that.
Alright, Kupo. What about you, you fucking bitch? Star Wars 9, get out of here. Monolith Soft, I don't know. Monolith, what have they done? Commander.
Gustave, saw you with Sophie. You talked?
Yeah.
Oh, Xeno, okay.
Yeah.
See, I never played those, but I'm never really... For some reason, anime games don't grab me. They don't draw me. Like, I'll watch anime, but I don't play anime games. Maybe I can... I don't know. Maybe I'll get over that eventually.
Where's your daughter?
Leona's upset. Doesn't want to see me.
Shit.
It's okay. She doesn't need to understand. As long as she gets to live.
Yeah.
I'm counting on you.
No pressure, huh?
Oh no. Lots of pressure. You and Lune and your Lumina tech, that's our edge.
Lune.
Thanks, but that's not... Everyone has a role. Lucien, Tristan, Catherine, and you. You made us into a...
They are underwater? Fuck yeah, dude, I loved Slay the Princess. I thought that was excellent.
We have a really good team, thanks to you. That's our edge.
Tomorrow comes, my friend.
Doesn't it always?
I used to trust the Tekken devs. I don't trust them anymore. What about you? You fucking mange.
Gustave. Just the man I wanted to see.
Peace, Jordash.
You want a rematch, don't you?
Well, it's my last chance, isn't it?
After tomorrow, you'll be the undisputed expert on expedition history.
That's tomorrow. What about today?
Who am I to deny you? Fire away.
Who am I to deny you? Fire away.
How many years ago was the fracture?
You're kidding. This is your question.
Yes. When did our world break apart and our luminous city get thrown into the middle of the ocean? When was the fracture?
I'm gonna say it was 67. I'm gonna say this started 100 years ago.
67 years ago.
Brilliant. I concede. You are the undisputed expert on Lumiere history.
Yeah, fuck you, man.
What are you talking about? Every child knows this. The monolith's essentially a reverse calendar, counting down since the fracture happened in year 100.
All right, fine. Another one then. Which was the first expedition to depart for the continent?
I don't know. It's either 99 or 0. I don't know. It's got to be 0. Sorry. I feel like it's 0. I don't know why, though. Because you would assume it would be 99, but whatever. Let's go with it.
Expedition 0.
Correct. That still annoys me. They left in year 100.
My point
It
exactly.
should be called Expedition 100. Makes no sense. Lumiere will be long gone before the monolith hits 0. All right, last one. Get it right, and maybe I'll give you a token.
They didn't know it was a numbered thing. That's right. Yeah, they would have been like, all right, well, 0, you know, we'll do it this time. And then it's like, oh, fuck, every year we're screwed. Celestial taking notes.
What is Illumina?
I think it's the first one. Abilities you internalize by using a Pictos in battle after enough times. That's got to be it, right? Because I don't think it's a weapon. What do you think, chat? What do you think? It's got to be this.
Abilities you internalize by using a Pictos in battle after enough times.
Well done. Well done.
Not really. I mean, I created the Lumina converter, so...
Yeah, you dumbass.
I hereby officially end our feud. With your departure, Lumiere loses a brilliant light. And a good friend.
Oh, you! Get out of here.
You big softy.
I've got a softy in my pants. Sorry.
All right. Here's a token. Go and spend it on something.
A festival token, used to get prizes. Oh, I see! Yeah, you know my one issue with that whole scene? Is that they, it was over too quickly. Instead of explaining everything in one line, they should have explained it in like 5 lines. So it was like, you know, 25 chat boxes. You know, the square method. The Final Fantasy XIV method of explaining things. That's, very disappointed, mate.
Hello there, Gustave. Perhaps one of these artifacts may prove useful to your mission.
Bonjour, Miss Colette.
Colette, you've been holding out on us. What are these?
Relics from before the fracture, passed down through the generations. The council deemed them trinkets, but I think otherwise.
Yeah, no, I had you there for a second. Yeah, exactly. I mean, like, it should just be, like, really bloated, and then you tell people to get bored they can't read. Sorry, I'll stop. We're gonna see this scene.
I may not be able to join the expedition, but I'd still like to help.
Her
One token is all I ask.
Her glasses are really cute. I gotta say.
I should have known.
Yes, I'm curious. Is a token?
Yes, I'm curious. Here's a token.
Take good care of it. Godspeed.
An old key for an old door. I see. I'll stop. Sebby lied. You're damn straight I lied. Is this Chrono Trigger, Deripico? Yeah. Psychosis, what's going on? Yes. This is Chrono Trigger. Hello.
Glass of wine? Or a hug?
Oh, give me a hug.
Keep your sweat to yourself.
Bring Gustave a glass of wine.
Who exactly are you talking to? They cut servers from the budget years ago.
Ah, the ultimate indignity. A farewell party where we serve ourselves. There's a...
Oh shit, whoops.
I'm betting you've got another bottle stashed in your coat somewhere.
Sorry.
You gonna share?
Skip that bit of dialogue.
You wound me. But yes, in fact, I do have a motto. Always be prepared. Or was it always bring backup? Same difference.
Right.
And I am prepared. Prepared to live. And prepared to die.
You're such an idiot.
Hey. We've got your Lumina converter, yeah? I believe. I'm ready for my Lumina.
Yeah, well, we've only tested it here. Who knows what we'll meet on the main continent? We'll need more field testing once we land.
Don't worry, buddy. I've got you covered.
Great. Thanks, buddy.
You don't know why, but this game has you so intrigued. Well, this game has a lot of intriguing things about it. I mean, it shouldn't even exist. Like, this is a type of game that we thought we would never ever see again, you know? Like, FF10 was the last game that was like this. And then we were told for 20 years, then we were gaslit for 20 years into thinking that, like, nobody wants to play turn-based and it would never sell, you know? Also, aesthetically, it's really interesting. It's not like an American game or a Japanese game. It's French. So it's got this whole different... It's got a whole different look and style about it, you know, from the way the women's dresses were looking earlier, to the architecture. It's intriguing because it's this weird combination of what used to be great about a certain genre of games like 20 years ago, but with all the great stuff of modern games, you know, the graphics, the technology, the mechanics, just everything else, quality of life. I think that's why it's getting so much attention, because there really isn't any other game out like this right now. Yeah, anyway. So I'm going to be a bit whimsical and musing on this stuff. Also, I do want to... I'm just going to timestamp something. I do want to post my reaction to that opening. Call it opening prologue reaction. Just the cutscene's enough. Plus post-discussion. There we go. I am going to be farming a bit of YouTube stuff for this, because I'm not a particularly big content creator, not particularly relevant, but I would like to do whatever I can to help a game like this, you know. As I respect the devs for at least trying. Whether it turns out to be a 10 out of 10 or a perfect game, I don't know. But at least they're trying to do what Square has refused to do for its fan base for 20 years, so. Main character looks like Daniel Radcliffe. Nah, Robert Pattinson, mate. Gigandus, welcome in. Welcome in. It's really good so far. Yeah. Yeah. Square Enix said no one wanted to play turn-based. Also, they fired 30 employees for this comment. Did they? Wait, hang on, is there context I'm missing? Or are we just memeing there? What happens in other countries? Like Americans dying off and have no idea why? I'm assuming, who knows? Maybe we'll run into, like, Asian expeditions or American expeditions in the journey. I really don't know. So, Harry Potter. Feels like an 8 at least. Look, here's the thing. I trust the devs. So far, they look like they know what the fuck they're doing. And I'd like to see what else they got up their sleeves. You know what? Let's have a chat with Lune. For the fate picks.
I can't believe you're working right now.
Tristan dragged me here.
Sexy. You hope this game inspires Square to do more turn-based games in the FF franchise, but with these modern enhancements? That's never, ever, ever going to happen. You will see the heat death of the universe before Square ever makes a turn-based Final Fantasy ever again. To do that would be to admit that the last 25 years have been a mistake. Sorry, to do that would be to admit the last 20 years have been a mistake. Because after all, no one wants to buy turn-based, right? So, no, you will never ever see that happen. Anyway, let's continue this conversation.
Is that the final spot? It's amazing you triangulated Expedition Zero's landing site.
Theoretically, extrapolated from the archives, but it was 67 years ago. So much of the landscape has changed.
I trust your calculations.
Thanks.
That slave tat is awesome. It must be something to do with, like, magic channeling or something.
It's a good strategy for tracing their steps. They're the only expedition with any survivors, and they made it to the monolith, so...
Assuming the records are correct, my calculations are correct, that they left clear markers, that the road conditions haven't changed, that...
Sorry. That was in the original script. Gustave coughs in her face.
You need a drink.
Go away, Gustave.
Hooray. Her voice is sexy. Oh my god. Yeah, Prometheus, actually, that is the third option. Square does start making turn-based FFs again, but then they gaslight the fan base into saying, but you guys didn't want it. You said you didn't want this. That I could see happening. That I could actually see happening. My god. Let's see. I never considered that, but that's a good one. So, Eoja, they spent a shit ton on FF15's engine and they have to, like, maximize that? That's crazy, man. Dealing with it my entire life to Valnor? You're fucking damn straight. Wait, if you're 34 but the number started at 33? Oh, you never made it that far, Tenjo, because it starts at 100 and counts down from there. Ponto, you fucking cunt! Thank you. Oh god, thank you for the Subaru. Thank you for the 50 months on Sebbywebz TV. Appreciate it. Guys, also please chuck a follow to my man Ponto over here. He's kicking ass in Final Fantasy XIV, you fucking dog. Good to see you, mate. Also, there's new content in 14. I've been seeing, like, Lamatod and stuff stream different things. Is this Charlie Cox's first VA role? He's smashing it? Well, headlining a show like Daredevil, he would just have to be good. Like, you don't do something like that and not come out like a better actor afterwards, so I reckon he'd be fine. And I think he'd probably have the sense to know the difference between, well then again, because this is very realistic, it does kind of follow the same rules as screen acting in a lot of ways. Whereas if this was like cartoonish, then the voice acting is very different, so. Bogil, this game is amazing. This is amazing. Also, Ponto, are you gonna be streaming this, Ponto?
Gustave, we got
I haven't
something
seen you play this. I've been avoiding it until then. Kihoga loving it, man. You considering it? Dude, Ponto, this opening, I'm not gonna spoil it, but chat saw me actually, like, I think I held it together pretty well for that cutscene until it just, something just happened, mate, and I just had to wipe away one tear. The first that I've shed in 37 years. You know, the fact that a game like that can squeeze blood from a stone from this old softie. It was good. It was good shit, mate. And let me put it this way, Ponto, I trust the devs after that. Gustave, we got something for you. What? The fuck is this?
For your field notes. So, when you come back, you can tell us everything.
They'll definitely want that for the museum. The complete record of the expedition that destroyed the Paintress.
Right.
Oh, and if you find journals from the other expeditions, make sure you save them for us.
I shall faithfully record all our adventures, every strange and wondrous thing.
And Nevrons.
I can do that. And in return, do you solemnly promise to take care of the shield dome while I'm gone? I'm entrusting you with the safety of Luminaire.
I promise.
Promise.
Andrea?
I'll use everything you taught us, Monsieur G.
Mr. G.
I should check on Maelle. She's probably alone, as usual.
Yeah. Why not? It's a free country. The thing is, Apocalypse, I wasn't gonna. The thing is, I ruin emotional scenes when I think they deserve it. That's a really bad subjective justification, but like, or if I've already seen it, you know. But if I can tell, like, no, this actually deserves the serious treatment, I'm not gonna fuck about, you know. Il Zero, it's fucking good. It's really good so far, Il Zero. Also, I am taking it very slowly, but it's good shit. Yeah. The problem is, Gigandus, they're wrong, because it worked for FF7, 8, 9, 10, Lost Odyssey, which is, you know, not Square, but it's a lot of people who worked on the OGs. And also anyone who says that, well, how could you be excited by this? Doesn't Persona do the same thing? Well, no. Persona's an anime game, whereas this goes by realistic 3D graphics. And that's like comparing cartoons with live cinema. It's like comparing anime with live action movies. They are completely different in terms of how everything moves and feels, and they don't necessarily translate well into each other. They're their own things, you know what I mean? Like, if you watch, say, like, watch Batman in the Justice League. Watch cartoon Batman in the Justice League, and then watch Christopher Nolan's Batman. And tell me, are these the same thing? Are they exactly the same thing? No, they both are very, very different. They express themselves differently. They can do different stuff. So, yeah. The thing is, Gigandos, they were wrong, and I don't know why they ever got that idea into their head to begin with, because FF10 still does it, and did it, and still looks amazing to this day. So, you let some Americans into your home that didn't take their shoes off, now the floors are filthy, Eosia. Filthy American! So, emotionally compromised bolt rims? Yeah, no, I didn't cry, I was just got emotional.
Ready for tomorrow?
Yeah. Been ready. What about you? Heard you were elected Commander 32. Congrats.
I've already claimed Alon's office. It's got a nicer view than mine.
A view of the Paintress. You're sicker than I thought.
She won't be there for long.
Yeah, I wasn't crying, I just, I farted, and some of the toxins went into my eyes, alright, and caused them to water.
If we fail, though.
When one falls, we continue. We'll pick up, and we'll push on. But I know we will meet again.
Good. You gave your mother a PS5 and FF16 because she loved the PS1 FF games, but she quit at the Titan fight. She hated the real-time combat. Bro, Antilochus, you have a based mum. All right, and I mean that as respectfully as possible. No memeing. Your mum rules, man. She sounds like a woman of taste and culture. So, Tenjo, you're splitting off the people who say, ew, it's anime, don't want to play it. Hang on, I missed that. Yeah, no, exactly. So anyone who says that, like, oh, why would you be excited by this? You know, you got Persona or whatever. It's like, there are people who won't play games if they're anime. And I'm one of those people. I don't want to be, it just is. It doesn't grab me, you know. There's people who don't want to play... There's people who, like, love FPSs, and they don't like other styles of game or something. Or don't like games for that reason, you know. It's crazy to me that it's taken this long for this to come out, but here we are. We made it, boys. So, Kiyohoga, as someone who's around FF10 came out, a lot of the industry saw the heights it was bringing and thought turn-based and single-player games were dying. I actually understand. You know what? I was alive at that time, and I know exactly why it happened. Also, Karisu, thank you very much for the raid. Welcome in. Reels, good night. Take care of yourself. Thanks for enjoying the cutscene, man. It's good to know that you and I, Reels, some jaded, crusty old men, even we can be moved by a good old-fashioned bit of cinema. I'm gonna finish this thought, and then I'm gonna talk to Maelle, all right? And I'm gonna tell you exactly why turn-based died for a period of time. Back in the PlayStation 1 days, Final Fantasy 7, 8, 9, and all the others like Legend of Dragoon, Chrono Cross, they were able to use turn-based combat and hand-drawn backgrounds as a way of cheating the limitations of the system. You know, you press a button and then like a cinematic happens and so on and so forth. That enabled those games to look better than anything else on the console at that time. But when PS2 came out, now you were able to move the camera around. And now, the machine was powerful enough to handle that. And so you got games like GTA 3, and games like GTA 3, sorry. So you got games like GTA 3, and games like that killed turn-based for a long, long time. Because the hand-drawn backgrounds and the turn-based cinematics came out of, were a creative way around that limitation, you didn't need to do that anymore. So I'm trying to think through this thought. And the last turn-based Final Fantasy you really got that was any good was FF10. You got 10-2 after that, and the combat's fun, but my god, you can't compare this to like 7 or 6 or 9 or 10. Like, let's be real. And then the Dark Ages begin, and you get FF12 having this weird... Yeah, And then the Dark Ages begin, and Square starts these really weird hybrid combat systems that just none of them hit in the same way that the Classic did. You know, and none of them hit in the same way the Classics did. FF12 didn't. Anytime I see someone streaming FF12, they're playing it in 4 times speed. FF13 is technically turn-based, but like what, you control one party member, and if they die, the rest, it's game over, even if the rest of your party's still alive? Like, why? 15... It's a bad sign when Noctis is more fun to play as a guest character in Tekken than he is in his own game. That's really bad, bro. And then you get 16, which I actually didn't think had a bad... I didn't think FF16's gameplay was that bad, but it is a ripoff of Devil May Cry, and you don't play Final Fantasy to play Devil May Cry. I actually think that Remake and Rebirth's combat systems aren't bad. I like the bullet time freeze frame thing you can do, but my issues are obviously with the stories and the rewrites and the characters. And if I don't like the story, then why even play it? But that's just me. So yeah, that's how turn-based died, but it also shouldn't have died. Because this alternate timeline Square went down after 10 was not better. And there's a reason that, like, the golden age of FF ends after 10. And has never recovered. Until now. With Expedition 33 picking up the mantle and surging forward into the future of turn-based combat. Anyway, enough talking about. Caruso enjoying it? Yeah, no, I'm loving it. Sorry guys, I had to think through that thought first, because it is a complicated discussion why turn-based died. But yeah. Introduce team-up attacks, the fights ended too quickly to use them for the first hours of the game. What do you mean? Are you talking about Rebirth? Every JRPG ever, you looked at the genre very differently. Espresso! It's going on, you fucking dog. Guys, follow this man as well. I don't know how many JRPGs you played, but the Golden Age is basically Final Fantasy 4 to 10. So, yeah. Yeah, no, I think so, Creon. That's the thing. I actually don't have that big an issue with 16's combat, but it's not Final Fantasy. And anyone who says, like, oh, you know, but Final Fantasy's always reinventing the wheel, it's like, okay, what if GTA 6 came out and it was turn-based? Is it still GTA? No, it's not! What if Call of Duty came out and it's turn-based? Is that a Call of Duty? No, it's not. The gameplay is tied to its style, and if you're gonna break those rules, you better break them really fucking well. You gotta break them so well that you get away with it. Very, very, very hard to do. So... yeah, Kiahoga, you know, so... They need a Chrono Trigger remake? I don't trust Square to remake anything after FF7. I don't trust them at all. So, tactical RPGs? I don't know, Gigantus. I think that, like, there's more than enough... I think there's more than enough of a player base for, like, other types of games. But if you want, you know, there is obviously a market for this. And they've been starved for 20 years straight, so... Anyway, enough fucking about! Enough fucking about. We're gonna talk to Maelle, alright? And then we'll continue. Alright. Enough fucking about, let's go. So I wish I was better at articulating my thoughts like, say, Pirate Software can, because I do think about this stuff all the time, and I do try to find the answers to it, but I don't know if I've fully got the vocabulary or the ability to articulate it in a way that makes sense to you guys. I mean, am I making sense when I try to explain or understand why and how turn-based died? Anyway. FF9 Remake Lori? Well, at the end of the day, I don't think they're ever going to try something like what they did with 7 ever again. I think they realized that it's dog shit. But they're in too deep. They're in too deep. They have to finish it. They have to finish it. And they have to just trust the fanatics will defend it no matter what, no matter how shit it is. So, Pirate goes from a different angle. Well, like, with all due respect, Pirate, like, he has more of like an authoritative identity, and I don't know if I'm smart enough for that. So yeah, I appreciate it, Stoic. You don't talk down to people like they're idiots. Well, yeah, I hope not. Look, that said, with all due respect, I've learned a lot from Pirate's shorts, so I think he's a pretty fucking good content creator, despite all the criticism. So yeah, Espresso, it's tough, mate. Anyway, enough fucking about. When I'm not memeing or motorboating on boobs, I know what I'm talking about. I appreciate that. Alright. Yeah, no, it's true, Gigant. It's like, if you ever ask what is the main problem with modern Final Fantasy, there is no one answer. And the answers vary for each entry in the series. So it's actually, you can't do it in under a minute, so yeah. Kia Hoga. Oh, I agree. Look, if Baldur's Gate 3 and The Witcher 3 can tell their story in one game, then so can FF7. Oh, fuck, is there an ad? Oh. Alright, well, I'll tell you what. Ad watchers, I'm gonna take a piss, and then when it's over, we're gonna talk to Maelle and do this cutscene, alright? Sorry to yap on for a while, but this is something I'm really passionate about and really interested in. So, alright. I'll try and give you guys a nice view of the world. This seems pretty good. And then we'll go have a chat with her once I'm back from my piss. Alright, let's continue, boys. Let's fucking do this. Let's get the fuck out of here. I'm back. Ads happen. It's alright. We'll wait till the ad's over and then we'll talk to her. Okay. So let's get back to business. Can I get a witness? Yeah. Anyway. We will be discussing... Look, I think what's interesting about this game is it's going to... Sorry, it already has put Final Fantasy and turn-based combat back into the mainstream conversation for the first time in a very long time. And that's why we're going to discuss this shit as we go along. But discussions are over. It's time to talk to this sexy... Oh, wait. Wait, she's 16. It's time to talk to this lovely young lady. So, anyway, let's get out of here. Oh, yeah. The WoW incident, like, that's just whatever. That's old news, man. So, alright, let's, he gets huge criticism because he talked with Asmongold. Who fucking cares about the Asmongold's mad, though? Oh my god. Well, I'm probably going to lose some viewers for saying that, but I don't care. I think Asmongold's cool. Anyway, enough fucking about. Ad watchers, welcome back. It's time. It's time. It's time for this cutscene with Maelle. Begin. Hello.
I knew I'd find you here. Having second thoughts about the expedition?
Please. I'm more ready to go than you are.
Yeah, I know. Look, I know we've been over this, but as your guardian, I need to say this one more time. The rest of us only have a year left, but you've got 9 good years before your Gamage. You don't need to leave yet. It's a lot to risk.
1 year out there is better than 9 years in here.
I know you think that, but it's...
If anyone should stay, it's you. You have friends and family who want you here.
So do you.
No, I don't.
Emma thinks of you as family.
Lumiere's not my home. Not the way it is for you. Besides, this way I can keep an eye on you for Emma.
Right. Because she needs eyes everywhere.
Shush. You're lucky you have a sister who cares.
Doubly lucky, since now I have 2.
All right, enough chit-chat. Come on, old man, let's have a duel.
Old man?
You're pretty much the oldest man in Lumiere now, no? Come on.
No. I like these little, little French details.
This time, I'm not messing around.
Alright. Time to bash Maelle. So. Don't think that's gonna happen, Rosero. So. Set it for dialogue to auto progress. I don't mind. I don't mind. She's strong? Alright. Let's see if I can dodge and parry this. Let's go. Ah! Oh, get fucked! Alright. Let's get some overcharges in. Lumiere assault! Fire! Damn it! I missed everything!
Your Lumina converter works better than your dueling.
Ray. Underwater Bootu! Asmongold is alrighty! Dude, thank you for the 10,000 bit endorsement of Asmongold on my channel. Appreciate it, you fucking legend. Dude, seriously, thank you for the 10,000 bits, man. And thank you for the, just the massive support on this channel, dude. Appreciate that. That's sick, man. That's sick, dude. Thank you. I'll thank you again once this fight is over. Let's see if I can parry her. I'm getting a bit better. Problem is, I'm not as reactive with my finger as I am with my thumb. That... He's single, ladies. No, I gotta get better at that for these parries. Actually, I got an idea.
Let me paint death!
I know how to counter now. I'm pressing that with my thumb. That's how I'm gonna fucking parry, boys. There we go. There we go. Lumiere's hold too. Shit. Oh, damn it. That's me just not knowing her attack patterns. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. I got it though. I got it. Little bloody problem solvers here. Shit, too early.
No shame losing to a superior fighter.
Oh yeah? Watch this. Actually. No, we'll get one more. shit. Too early. Kif, I've bashed a woman. Alert the men.